We should be. We most definitely should be. And there we are. We are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Interview Time. The name's Day, and today I am back here on the show with Accidentally Cass.
Hello, hello.
How's your day?
It's been pretty good. It's not bad.
Happy to hear it. So why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself, what you do, what you stream and stuff.
So I am your just local residential variety streamer.
Ooh.
I play horror games on Monday, which are so much fun. I absolutely love playing horror games. Probably some of my favorites, despite the fact that I can't fall asleep at night after them.
Oh, that's always fun.
Wednesdays, I call them whatever I want Wednesdays. It's just kind of just a hodgepodge of, maybe fun little games that I see all the time or something new that comes out. But it's really whatever I want Wednesdays. That's the real variety day, I guess. And
Yeah.
then Fridays is Minecraft. So
Fun.
I start off really strong with some horror, and then we kind of wind down and we chill out on Minecraft on Friday, and that's kind of what I do, and I love it. It's very fun. I have a good time.
Yeah, epic. It sounds like a very nice and relaxed sort of thing you got here. So today, if
hmm
you guys can already see, we're gonna be playing arcade party games. So like we're just gonna hop right into it. So you're a variety streamer, as you said. So what
Yes,
what
yes.
genre of games do you like playing on stream the most?
Um, I gotta say, probably my favorite, to be honest, is horror. I'm a huge horror fanatic. I love like horror movies. I love going to like haunted houses and stuff. It's kind of been something I've always loved doing since I was such like a young kid. Oops, got out. But
Even if you can't like fall asleep at night after watching like playing
I do
them.
have a really I do have a really hard time falling asleep, but it's still really fun. I don't know, I just think they're so interesting. Like I guess especially I think my favorite thing about horror and probably just my favorite thing about some games in general is I like the puzzle aspects of games. I'm
Ooh.
not super good at games. I mean, it's just people have talent. I don't got the talent, but
But
I do have the stamina, so I will just keep kind of like headbutting a wall until I get it. So that's kind of why I like puzzle games. And horror is fun because a lot of horror is puzzle games, but because you're so
mhm.
scared, it's like you can't process any of the information.
Yeah, you can't think straight and you're kind of just like, "Oh god," panicking.
Exactly.
But that's what makes it more fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I love it.
I know, that's great. Do you think your favorite differs from what like your audience's favorite is, or do you think it's like generally the same?
I don't know. I feel like different people probably show up on different days for different things. Like, the way I think about it, like, I horror on Mondays is a nice, like, crazy way to start out the week. I guess you could say it's a lot of energy. And then Minecraft on Fridays is always really chill, like winding down, stuff like that. So I feel like I have different people coming for different reasons. But even if people don't like horror, I think they really like watching me panic and scream
Uh
and struggle. So theirs might not be this. Their favorites might not be the same as my favorites, but I know they do enjoy watching me just have the hardest of times.
yeah, just the screaming and the panic and all that fun
Yes.
stuff.
There's a lot of times I'll be like playing a game and I'm like, "Hey, I really don't know how to do this. Does anyone want to help or do you want to watch me struggle?" And then the entire chat's like,
It's like,
"Nah,
nah, struggle.
struggle. Please, just stop." I'm like, "Come on. I'm so stuck. Please." And they're like, "Nah, nah, nah. Struggle."
It's like, yes, struggle, make us content.
Exactly. It's a time. I think it's so funny because one thing that everybody always says, they always say it's not a cast stream unless it's scuffed. A lot of my streams are always not scuffed necessarily, but scuffed. I'm always having problems with them, or I forget to switch my scenes, or
Mm-hmm.
so it's really not a cast stream unless it's scuffed and I'm struggling, or who knows what.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, the scuff streams are usually the most fun and laughable ones, though, in my opinion. Like, obviously, you don't want
Exactly.
constantly scuffed, like, just, like, scuffed for, like,
Exactly.
an hour straight, but, like, a little bit of scuffed every now and then is, like, it's always a good laugh.
Exactly. You know, just a little bit here and there.
Mhm.
And there's definitely days where it's more scuffed and less scuffed. Like, you know, it goes in and out. But I tell my chat, like, I'm like, if there's ever a stream where I don't mess up to some extent, like, um, call the cops. It's somebody. It's not me. It's not me. It's an imposter.
Oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, what is as far back as you can remember? What do you think your like first ever video game was?
Oh, I was actually just talking about this the other day. So,
Really? What are the chances?
yeah, so funny. I used to be like, oh, my first ever video game was like, oh, Half-Life or something like that. But then I realized I forgot I had a Sony, like, I forget what it's called, but it's a Sony, no, it's a Sega. That's what it is. It was a Sega game station or whatever it's called, and I used to play like Frogger. I think that's the name of it. I'm really struggling on the name, but as like really young kid, I would have I'm pretty sure it's called a Sega, and it was one of my favorite things. And then there's also, I remember this, there's a SpongeBob joystick controller that was like a
Oh,
game in itself. I have
interesting.
no clue what to describe it as, but it's like it's 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 a joystick controller, and
Mhm.
it looks like SpongeBob's face. His nose is the controller part, and you it's there's one game on it. It's just one game, and it was really fun. I really like that too. I played a lot of things as a kid, but the first game I would say seriously played would be probably Half-Life.
All
I
right.
used to
Like the first one?
like the first one
Ah.
specifically too is my dad used to have it, and his friends would come over to the house, to like our my childhood home and whatever, and we would all play Half-Life like LAN games together. So like it would be him and his buddies, so it's like me, a little 12-year-old, and like my dad and his like 30-year-old friends all playing like Half-Life LAN games together. It was a time. It was really fun though.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Wait. What? This is on pink. I can't see pink anywhere.
Put just start it maybe.
Nope. Well,
It's broken.
well, all
You
right.
broke it.
Uh, yeah, apparently, uh, game breaker over here. I am.
Game breaker.
Yeah. So when it comes to your ideas for like what games you play, how do those
Hmm.
end up coming to you? Do you like just end up seeing them in advertisements? Do you usually like get recommendations from your chat or friends?
I would say both. A lot of the things, like a lot of my horror games are games like I've probably wanted to play for a while. Um, but a lot of my like maybe like my variety streams are just things I hear from chat or from friends or things people want me to play. Um, I'm trying to think. Like I played the Untitled Goose Game, which I had never heard of before in my life.
Really?
Yeah, and it's so funny because everybody's heard of it. I'm like, I've never heard of it. It was a time, but I played it with Himbo Tyler, and my God, that game is something else. But there's a lot of games that I just hear either through like TikTok or word of mouth or friends, or I have a suggestions thing in my Discord where people can put games. People will send me TikTok videos of games they want me to play. It's just kind of whatever. I kind of have like an ever growing list of games I have that I want to play.
That's always nice. It's always nice to have like a long list and like a bunch of games to like always play. Cause like the worst thing that can ever happen is like you want to stream, but there's like no games that you can
Right?
think of to stream.
No, 100%. I totally. That is always the hardest part. Is like you can't think of anything.
Yeah, and it's just like you want to stream, but it's like what is there to stream? And you gotta like look for stuff, and then like sometimes you end up missing streams because you're like looking
Right?
for stuff to stream, and it's like, oh, come on.
I always hate it too. Like I I always like to plan my content to an extent because I feel like if you plan it, easier to kind of like stream it in a way because it's like I know what I'm going to stream, so I don't have to think about what I'm going to do and what I'm going to talk about. I'm just going to have this here and I'm going to plan my content. And if I have no clue what I want to play, then it's like the struggle of like, oh gosh, now I'm worried about like what content I'm producing and stuff like that. I think
Mm-hmm.
the worst feeling in the world is if you're playing a game but it just won't like work. And so now
Oh,
in the middle of the stream, you're like, well, that was my plan for today. I don't know what the heck we're gonna do now, but I just started, so
yeah, that's never fun. It's kind of it messes
yeah,
up all your plans. That's why it's always good to have a
exactly.
backup, but sometimes you aren't able to have a backup, and that's when things suck the most.
Yeah,
But what are you
exactly.
gonna do? It's part of life, part of
Yeah,
streaming.
it really is. It's
Yeah.
the streamer life.
Mm-hmm. So what are there any games that you've been checking out and are looking forward to streaming in the future?
There's a lot of horror games that I know. I can't remember any of their names off the top of my head, but I wanted to play recently. I'm playing it right now, but it crashed last stream, so I was very sad. But I am in love with Resident Evil. I kind of
Oh,
want to go and play the whole like. That's the thing is I kind of want to go back and play every Resident Evil, but I'm like, oh, I don't know if that's gonna be the greatest like content, so I might just like play that on my own time. Um, but I want to get more into. I want to get better on. I just want to get good. So I want to play more like Valorant and stuff like that because I'm not the greatest at the games, but they're fun. Like I do have fun playing them. I'm just not crazy good at them. But I think it'd be fun to try some of those and get better at those.
yeah, that it's a big thing because when it comes to like playing games, like can't only do games that like you'll have fun with, but like you
Exactly.
can at the same time if you like really want to grow like an audience, especially like if you want to grow a specific type of audience, you
Mhm.
gotta balance those. Don't go do games you hate, of course, because like everyone else
Yeah.
likes them, but like kind of balance it. You gotta play the balancing game.
Oh, 100%. And I feel like if you play a game you don't like, you can really like tell when somebody's playing a game they don't like because
Mm-hmm.
they're just not having fun and it like doesn't make it very entertaining to watch. And so, like, I try not to play games that I don't like, but there definitely have been games that's like, oh, I think this would be fun, and then I start playing it, and I was like, I was wrong. This is not as fun as I thought it would be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I think to keep it entertaining, to keep yourself entertaining, um, play something you enjoy doing. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's never fun to to watch somebody play a game they hate, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it's so funny because I do love playing multiplayer games, but I have the hardest time focusing if I play multiplayer games because it's like you're playing the game, you're reading chat, you're trying to like also talk at the same time. It's like
Mm-hmm.
I find it very stressful to play multiplayer games sometimes. I do really like it and I do it every once in a while, but it is in my opinion super stressful to play play multiplayer games on stream.
Oh yeah, no, that totally makes sense because you got to balance like the people you're actually playing with versus like your chat versus like what's going on, and it takes
And
a
you have
lot
to
of
like
energy.
exactly. And then like also I feel like you have to like muting and like cuz if your friend is also streaming, trying to like be nice and courteous and like also mute so like you're
Yeah,
not
your
like
alerts and
taking
stuff.
followers like on their stream. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's just it's a stressful time. And that could just be me cuz I know plenty of people do it and they have an easy time doing it. And so um, it definitely it could just be me. It could just be like a I have a hard time focusing type of thing. All that fun stuff.
yeah, yeah. I get that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I do, but I also don't because I haven't actually played a multiplayer game on
Yeah,
stream. But I think I can understand where that.
I I
Yeah,
wish you luck when you do. I
yeah.
have the
Thank you.
one the one thing I started doing is because it's definitely helped me is I got like a foot pedal switch and what it is it's like a like Do you ever play like Guitar Hero?
I have at arcades.
On like the drum set, they have like a little foot pedal.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the only thing I can relate it to. You can get one of those for like $5 or $10, and I've mapped my mute button like on Discord to it. So
Oh,
it makes it
hey.
super easy to like mute. I can just use my feet instead of like trying to like still play the game.
Yeah, no,
It's probably the best purchase I've made.
no, that's actually really smart. Really intuitive.
I think I saw it because I follow a lot of like, it's so funny. I don't play Call of Duty at all, but I follow these gals on like TikTok and Twitch who play Call of Duty, and they're like, "Oh, get yourself a foot pedal or whatnot." And I'm like, "Oh, this is so smart." Like because like when you're playing games like that, you really don't have time to like mute yourself with your hands because you're so focused on the game.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then just like, oh, why not? Can't use hands already filled up with its own activities. Why not use foot pedal? It
Right?
works. It works though.
The foot pedal helps a lot, a lot. I love it.
Yeah, I
It's one of
bet.
my favorite things I've bought.
Yeah, it's a smart purchase. Yeah, do you actually okay, so about the whole multiplayer versus single player, do you prefer playing multiplayer games over single player games or other way around? Because like, multiplayer is complicated.
I love multiplayer because I can hang with my friends. But I really like single player too because that's what I grew up on. That's what I'm used to. It's just a fun time. I have to say, I don't know. I love multiplayer games when I want to hang out, and I like single player games for my own enjoyment. I used to when I was a kid. I actually never played multiplayer games,
Really?
except if it was with like my dad. I had really bad social anxiety. Still do, but it's getting better. But to
Mm-hmm.
the point where I would never play multiplayer games because I would just be way too scared to ever like reach out and interact with people online. So I only played single player games. So I kind of grew up on single player games, and now in the past couple of years, now that I have friends who also play games,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's getting easier to play multiplayer games, which is I'm now seeing all the fun in it. And I do really enjoy it. It's just something I didn't do until these past couple of years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Kind of getting over all that stuff so you could like have fun.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Yeah. So even with all the complications and stuff, when it comes to playing multiplayer games on
Mhm.
stream, do you do you ever kind of like want to stream and then have a multiplayer game and then go, oh, but I don't want to have to balance that today. I'm kind of. Do you
Oh my
end
gosh.
up getting into that sort of like mood?
100%. Oh, so much. It's not like it's so much like also like I've when you play multiplayer games, you have to plan a little bit. You gotta like
Mm-hmm.
find the right time zones and all that fun stuff because everybody's in a different time zone. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so it is definitely, I've had those days where I'm like, I really want to play this, but it's like in order to play this game, I'd have to find somebody, make sure we're in the same time zone, juggle all these things, and it's like, I just kind of want to chill out, you know? I totally, yes, 100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, because time zones, I actually understand that one, because, like,
Oh
time
my
zones are
gosh.
so complicated, because you'll be, like, talking to someone who ends up being halfway across the world, and you're like, okay, so,
Right?
time, what time can this be happen? And then they're just like, this time, and it turns out it's, like, midnight for you.
Right? You're like, oh, great, that's 3 in the morning?
Yeah.
How can you do that?
It's kind of just like,
No,
okay, so I really can't do that as much as I'd love to. I will I will be asleep.
it's like, wow, you're really cool and I would love to hang out with you, but it looks like we're actually never going to interact.
Yeah, sadly. It's a sad
It
truth.
really is.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that's the cool thing about being online is like I'm meeting so many people I never would have met otherwise, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's like, you'll meet someone in, like, for someone that is in America, I'll just, like, end up watching a streamer and then get in contact,
Mhm.
interviews, whatnot. and they'll just be in like Australia or something. And I'll just be like, oh, I
And you're
wouldn't.
like, great.
It's like, oh, it's like, wow, okay, that's crazy. Like, cool to see you, but oh my, I would never.
But it looks
I
like
never expected.
we're never gonna talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah.
It's tough. It definitely makes it a little tough.
Mhm. But it's also a little bit kind of fun because like then you're like, okay, problem solving time. And you kind of like are
Yeah,
able to work it out like, okay, so on these days I'm available on these times, which would be
right?
like these times would be late for me, but they're still possible while
But
these times are kind
yeah.
of early for you, and it's like, okay, this might work. We can do this.
We can make this work.
Yeah, it's like,
Yes,
come on.
please.
Please, I want to talk. I want to play
You're
games.
really cool. I want to play games with you.
Yeah.
Please.
And then it's just like halfway across the world. It's so much harder, but it's worth it. It's worth it.
It really is. I really love like there's so many cool people you get to meet. Like
So
I
streaming.
never would have met so many of these people, and like so quickly they've become like my closest friends. Like some of my closer friends, and like yes, I still have my like IRL friends, and I love them so much, and they're amazing. But so many people I've met online, I think because you're meeting them online, and it's like it's so easy online that if you don't like somebody, you don't have to interact with them.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you really can quickly find people you do like and build like a really good connection with them. I'm concentrating so
I
stupid
know, I
hard
know,
on
I know. I just realized the stream just went completely pie just like trying to kill these guys. Okay, okay, okay. Sorry about that. Let's just keep
No, you're
okay.
good, you're good. I'm doing the same thing. I get all
Oh,
quiet.
yeah, that took me a second to even realize the stream went quiet. Okay. So how long did it take for you to get to the point where you're at?
In like streaming,
Mm-hmm.
I started streaming late October and then started taking it more seriously in November. So it's only been since November really, which is actually crazy to me. Um, and it's so funny because like come New Year's, I wrote down a little like goal of mine. Like I'm like these are my goals for the year in terms of streaming. And
Mm-hmm.
my goal for the year was to hit 1K followers by December. By December. And I was like, okay, you know, if I work hard, I can definitely do that. I can hit 1K. That's a plausible thing.
Yeah, it's like
And
that.
then I already hit that and I was like, well heck.
Well then,
What?
time to update that goal.
What do I do now? And I'm like, I'm like, this is crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
So it's going a lot better.
yeah,
than
no,
I
that's
expected.
yeah, that's awesome. Cause like it's like if it's a New Year's goal and like oh not New Year's but like something you want to achieve by the end of the year and then it turns out you have to update it because
Right?
you've already reached that. That's like the best feeling ever.
It's a good feeling. It really is. I've definitely cried on stream multiple times
Oh.
because I'm like, people are so nice and it's just not what I expected, and cried in like a good way. Like,
Oh yeah,
cry
of
slash
course.
positive, because it was like, it's always like I just wasn't expecting how much love and like support I've been getting from people.
Mhm.
It's a very positive experience.
Yeah, it's always
Yeah.
very nice, but it's still like this shock is kind of like oh my gosh, it's only
Right?
been like X amount of time and I've already got this many followers. And it's like in a good way though. Like this is a
Yeah,
lot of
absolutely.
followers for how much
It's
time has
very
passed.
Yes. It's very fun. It's very crazy. I didn't expect it, but I'm so glad it's happening.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's always the best kind of feeling. It's like sudden, but it's like the good kind of like
Yeah.
surprise.
I think I'm trying to think. I definitely, my chat on multiple occasions, like I'll tear up a little bit and then like
Mhm.
I'm fine, like I can hold it together,
Mhm.
and the whole chat starts chanting cry.
Oh my god.
It's really cute, it's really funny, it's endearing, but it cracks me up all the time. I'm like,
Mhm.
no, I'm not going to. But it makes me laugh.
It's like so cruel, but at the same time, it's like
It's like a positive cruel. Yeah.
yeah.
We have this thing too. I get people's names wrong. I always try to get them right, but like every now and then I'll get them wrong. Just as it's tough to always remember everybody's name.
Yeah, no, it's
But
understandable.
people call me Carl when I get their names wrong. So sometimes I'll get a name wrong without noticing it, and my chat will spam Carl.
Carl.
And I'm like, ah, great. Wonderful. Perfect. Like, yes, thank you. I thank you guys. It's funny. I love it. I love my chat. I think I love the community that I've built. It's just a good time.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's good that you have a community you enjoy because like there's always that like
Hmm.
moment where it's like, oh, my chat's going a little bit too bonkers and it's kind of concerning. Like, is this the community I'm
Hmm.
building? And it's just like, nah, they're having a moment. They're having a moment. It'll
They're just
pass.
having a moment.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, have you seen the new chant feature on some people's channels?
No, I don't believe I have actually.
Okay, so there's a new feature that it's only released to some people, and
Mm-hmm.
for some reason I got lucky to get it, but I don't know if you want to call it lucky or unlucky.
Oh.
Mods can do slash chant, and they can chant a message so that everybody can click a button and it'll send that same message.
Oh.
And my God, I get bullied in a positive way so much with that thing. It is actually absurd, and I love it, but it's so cursed
Oh
too.
my gosh, I bet. Just
Like
like, uh, wait, what are
they
some of
did
the things they chant?
yesterday they did mod strike. They said mod strike, and then everybody chanted mod strike. I'm like, wow, thank you. They do Carl a lot. They've done I'm trying to think what else have they done. F easy like that. Like just stupid stuff. Like
Oh my gosh.
it's very funny, but it definitely is like they can start a rebellion in my chat. I'm glad I have mods who are fun though. That's the
Mm-hmm.
best part.
Oh yeah, because like having like really strict or like just
Mhm.
overbearing mods is not the greatest thing, but it's just like
Mhm.
you don't want them too loose either, because that means they might like let people get away with stuff that they shouldn't.
Exactly.
So you kind of
Yeah.
with most things, you gotta find the good balance of good like in between.
Of course, yeah. And
Yeah.
I love it because like my mods are my friends. Like
That's no,
they
that's
started out by just being like really cool members of my community and like really active, and like I trusted them in chat because they talked in chat, and I'm like
mm-hmm.
I like them. And then just over time they've become friends. Like our all of us mods are in a Snapchat group together. We
Oh,
have
that's
our own
great.
like Instagram group. Like they've quickly become some of my greatest friends, and they're so fun.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's awesome. Uh, so when it comes to the whole like getting to where you are now and stuff,
Hmm.
what's it like being a Twitch affiliate?
It is so whack. I like it because I get to I love like the emotes and stuff like that, and just like I don't it's fun. I like being a Twitch affiliate. It's a good time. I forget. Oh shoot, sorry, I went the wrong way. This
Oh,
is my
it's
most
fine.
hated game.
Oh.
It's so hard. Um I being a Twitch affiliate is it's good. I like it. It's a good time. I think it's really
Oh.
fun to be able to. Oh sure.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry
Fingers crossed.
that scared me a little.
Oh shoot. No.
Jump scare.
Ah!
You're
This is fine. I'm fine.
fine. Okay, good.
I'm fine.
You're
This is fine. But I think being an affiliate is fun. I definitely like. I just like being able to give the perks to my chat. Like I think the best part actually being affiliate, now that I'm thinking about it a little more,
Mhm.
is probably the channel point redemptions. We have a lot of fun with the channel points. It is actually chaos.
Oh.
I gotta think. I have a bunch that are always really fun. I have for
Oh.
200,000 points, you can choose a tattoo I'm gonna get.
Oh.
So that's fun. But most people that have been around for 6 months are at 50,000. So I have some
Oh.
time.
That's
So I
good.
have some
That's good.
time. Yeah. And my thought is the more the points they have, the more they're there, and the more hopefully they
Mhm.
like me and won't absolutely troll me. But
Yeah. But you never
um,
know. There's that one
you never know,
extremely petty person that'll just be
right?
like,
But that's the thing. As I said, you can choose it, but you can't choose where. So somebody can't get me to like tattoo Drake across my forehead.
okay, yeah, no, that's good. That's good. You
But
got the
I got my loopholes covered.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
But I also have one that's like if for a certain amount of points you can add your own channel command that will last a week. And I
Mhm.
always like that one because I feel like it makes my community feel more like a part of everything.
Mhm.
Cause like, and it'll only last a week. So no matter what it is, it only lasts a week. It won't be the end of the world if I don't like it
Mhm.
that much. And I just think it's really, and people have come up with some really fun ones. And when people come up with like a really fun one and I really like it, and let's say they buy it every week, I
Mhm.
turn it to a what's it I can't remember the word.
The
One
the
that lasts forever. Permanent.
yeah, permanent
I could not think of the word.
words.
Yes. But like somebody made a channel point, they bought it and their channel point thing, they're like for a week they wanted the channel point of hug and I was like, "Oh my god, that's so
Oh
cute."
yeah, that's a
They
sweet one.
instantly turned that into like a permanent one. So I
Aw.
hug this little like cat pillow I have. Yeah.
Aw, that's sweet.
But people are really creative and I'm not. I like to be. I think I'm kind of creative, but just some people are really creative. So I like
Mhm.
having that option so that people can always, choose to torture me or,
Or
make me laugh or,
yeah.
just add some fun to the stream. Yeah.
Mhm. It's always nice to add a little bit of spice through
Just
chat,
a
you
little bit of
know.
spice. Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, and
For
chat
sure.
is
For
always a
sure.
big help in adding the spice.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of, so I played Resident Evil and I have
Mhm.
nonstop been receiving TikToks and Twitter things and posts
Uh
about Lady
uh
Dimitrescu or whatever her name is.
Lady
I will
Dimitrescu or something.
Yes, that's a good one. Yeah, Dimitrescu. Everybody's been sending me them. No, it's so bad.
Just non-stop. Oh jeez.
Oh my gosh. It's a time.
Indeed. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. But it's nice. Hopefully it's
It's
not
fun.
spam
I mean,
though.
it's not spam.
Okay.
It is funny.
Yeah, that's good. Uh, so with your whole schedule, like some days you do horror, some days you do variety, some days one day you'll do like Minecraft and stuff. How long did it take for you to like come up with that?
A couple of months. I
Really?
think I started out, yeah, I want to say I started out just doing Minecraft. Um, and that's because I had a really bad computer that couldn't handle like anything. And so I was like, I had Minecraft, and then my computer got so bad that I had Minecraft and OBS running, just those two things. The only two things open on my computer, and
Uh
my CPU was at like 98%,
oh,
100%.
fun.
Yeah, so I had to upgrade.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good you got an
Yes,
upgrade, yeah.
and then I upgraded. Now I can play more games, but I think I started out playing Minecraft, and then I was like, you know what? I really do want to play horror games because I've had Outlast on my computer for 7 years now, and I've just never played it because I'm too scared. And I was like, well,
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't this be fun if I played this? I had so much fun playing Outlast that I'm like, what if I just turn this into a day? And I slowly made it like I started realizing like slowly create a schedule, like actually like focus on making something, doing something. I like what I have now. I wish I could stream more because there's so many games that I want to play, and then I'm too antsy. I'm like, okay, chill out. You can you can wait a week to play this game.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
who knows?
Patience is a virtue and all that fun jazz.
Exactly. And I work a full-time job, so it's like it's tough to like make time for everything.
Yeah, no, that's good you got a schedule going if that's the case, because, like, you know, time management and whatnot.
Exactly. I think when I first started, my schedule was, like, all over the place.
Ooh.
It was all over the place. It was a mess. Like, I've upgraded a lot. I wish I saved my first stream, because it was so bad.
Oh.
And I wish I could go back and, like, look at it.
Oh, man. Yeah, well, on one hand, it's fun to look back at that, but on the other hand, whenever you do it, it's kind of like, ooh.
It's so cringy.
It hurts.
Yes.
At the same time, it's good to look back and see how much you've improved.
Exactly.
Sorry, I died.
I saw it out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah. So, even with that schedule, do you ever have, like, days or moments where you end up having to drift from it?
I've had to take a break a while ago, just for, like, a week, because I was getting really tired and work was getting tough, and I was like, oh, I need a week. But a lot of times, instead of, like, drifting from it and doing a different schedule, I often just am like, I won't do a day of streaming. Either, like, I'm busy or, like, life's gotten tough, so I'll be like, okay, I'm not streaming on Friday, but I often stick to the same schedule. The only time I really drift from it is if I want to play with friends, and friends are in different time zones and stuff, so it's like, on Tuesdays, I guess we can play on Tuesdays at 3 o'clock. Which is what happened for a little bit. I was playing with Vinnick from Vinnick Gaming, and we were playing It Takes Two. And the only time we could really match up was on Tuesdays. So on Tuesdays at like 3 o'clock, normally I stream at 8 o'clock at night. So Tuesdays at 3 o'clock was definitely a little bit of a different time, but I still had a lot of fun. I don't normally do that.
Yeah, that must have been like quite the schedule change, but at the same time, it's worth it. It's worth it.
Oh yeah, for sure. We had a lot of fun. Vinnick's great. I've known Vinnick for quite a long time, actually. He was one of probably the first friends I made through streaming.
Really?
I would say one of, because I've made a couple, but he definitely was up there. He's a very cool dude.
It's funny you actually mention him because like I think next weekend I'm gonna be interviewing him, so you're putting in a good word for him.
He's really cool. Yeah. No, we met through like a mutual SMP we were in, and we were in Minecraft and we just went trident hunting for like 2 hours.
Oh,
like
wow.
2 or 3 hours, like a ridiculous amount, because we couldn't find one. We still couldn't find one.
Oh,
and that
fun.
was my first interaction I had with him. And then he reached out to me the next day or two, and he's like, hey, like, you wanna, like, I don't know what he said, I forget, but whatever he said, we just started talking, and it was really fun.
That's nice.
And I've just been friends with him ever since. He's a really cool guy, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Friendship.
Friendship.
Yeah. Yeah, putting in a good word for him, too.
Good. Yes, good. I'm glad.
Yeah. Awesome, yeah.
He's a very chill guy. His vibes are very, I feel like I'm very chaotic. He's a very chill streamer. Like, I love to come to his streams and, like, relax.
He's more of, like if you're, like, tired and, like, just want something as, like, to relax to, or even as background noise, he's a good guy.
I think he's really fun to interact with, too. He's you know, honestly, he's just a cool guy.
Yeah, just overall.
He's just really cool, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
No, that's exciting.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so, I think that's hilarious. You're interviewing him.
Yeah, what are the chances, though?
Seriously.
Yeah. So, yeah. But outside of Twitch, what like social media platform do you think you're the most active on?
Probably Twitter, which is
Hmm.
so funny because I didn't get a Twitter until like November last year.
Oh.
Like when I started my Twitch, I got a Twitter and I didn't I realized my Twitter is not old. It's not even a year old. I don't even know if it's 6 months old, to be honest.
Oh.
But that's the only other one I'm probably as active on. Um, I'm a little bit active on TikTok and I'm a little bit active on Instagram. Not as much as I want to be, but I always blame that on working and it's like, you know what? When you don't have to spend 40 hours a week doing a desk job, then you can post more TikToks.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah. Just wait around like it's fine. Ew.
It's fine.
Yeah, this is
Exactly.
fine. Dog in building on fire, just saying this is fine.
Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah,
I'm
this is
fine.
fine.
Drinking my coffee. No, my TikTok is cursed and my Twitter is interesting.
Ooh.
I would say. But I think Twitter is probably the best. Twitter is so Twitter is Twitter.
Yeah,
Twitter is so
Twitter is Twitter. You can't really
exactly. Like Twitter's terrible, but also
like
the only
fun.
reason I feel like I've grown as much as I have is because I've met so many amazing people on Twitter. Like
Mhm.
that's how I've found a lot of the friends I've made, and that's how I found a lot of people with similar interests is because there's so many communities you can get involved with on Twitter, and it's really
Mhm.
easy to do so. And it's like, like I've had people come in and I've just been interacting and I've been on probably their timelines because like they're friends with somebody who follows me and then, they repost, like they see my posts. And I've had people come in and raid me because they're like, oh, I saw them on Twitter and I
Yeah.
know they seem like a cool community member, stuff like that.
Yeah, and then it's just like might as well like raid them and chill in
Right?
their chat, see what's up.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, it's like Twitter on one hand, cool. On the other hand, scary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
100%.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even notice that was happening. Because like all of the like cancel culture that happens on Twitter, it's like really scary. But at the same time, it's a pretty great place for like finding and meeting
Exactly.
like other like people who like share interests or communities.
100%. I think Twitter can be very sensitive sometimes. Like,
Mhm.
I am of the mindset that people can grow and people can change.
Mhm.
And that's how I live my life. It's like, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Like, I grew up with my own, like, privileges and whatnot. So obviously, there's a lot of things I still have to learn. But that's the best part of life is learning. But if you like get on somebody's case for something they did 15 years ago and they've obviously learned and grown from that, like
Mhm. It's kind of
what like exactly.
It's like,
And
please
so
calm
like
yourself.
I think TikTok does a pretty good not that cancel culture is good in any way, but the way TikTok cancels people, I think, is for actually like legitimate reasons, and Twitter cancels people for like breathing.
Yeah.
It's a time.
Yeah, this is why Twitter scares me.
Twitter is very scary. Yes. No, 100%.
Yeah. At the same time, with the whole like cancel culture in general sucks because like on one hand it's like yeah get them for what they did, but at the same time like parts of cancel
Yeah.
culture tries to like forget what happened and it's kind of
It's
like
not the greatest.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like immediately after finding out cancel them and then move on as if it didn't happen. It's like bro, you gotta like kind of have to remember that stuff.
You can't let that you can't let it fly under the radar. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a time. It really
Yeah.
is just a time. Is
Yeah,
a wax
totally.
time.
Yeah, so now I think I'm gonna end up getting into some like more of a deeper topic, more philosophical. In my
Mhm.
opinion, my favorite questions to ask because they make you think, and
Yeah,
like
I
they're
like it.
more yeah they're more random like off topic of like streaming and gaming, but they're
Oh,
fun.
for sure. For
Yeah.
sure. Hit me with them.
All right. So what's the worst pain you've ever experienced? Physical or emotion? Pick your poison.
Ooh, I don't wanna like bring down the mood, but the worst thing that's ever happened to me is a really close cousin of mine offed herself. So that
Oh,
was a time. Yeah.
yeah,
And
no,
then
that's not fun.
that was the top of my head. I'm trying to think of something a little more lighthearted. I've had people. It's so funny. I've never crashed my car, but I've definitely had people like back into me, and for some reason, I have so many dings. I don't know like what it is, but so many people. Like I literally was driving one day, and somebody reversed into my car while I was like slowly driving through a parking lot. I was like, "Bruh, I'm literally right behind you. What is
Oh,
this?"
yeah, no,
And
that.
they got out of the car. They're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Da da da. And I was like 17 at the time. I like panicked. I was like, "Ah!" Like I don't know what to say. Like this isn't really a car crash. They just like
Yeah.
broke off my mirror, and they're like, "This is a rental car." Da, da. And I was like, "Okay, I guess I won't say anything to insurance." Like, which I probably
Mhm.
should have in retrospect, but like I never said anything because I felt kind of bad for them. But yeah, somebody broke off my mirror as I was slowly driving through a parking lot.
Fun. That's fun.
Fun time. Yeah.
Yeah, scary, but like, you know.
It's like it's really not that big of a deal. It was a
Yeah.
really crappy car. It like the doors didn't close, the windows didn't roll down type of deal. So I'm like, what's one more ding? I really don't care.
Yeah. Learning experience, learning experience.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, if you could live a day in someone else's shoes, who would you pick and what would you
Hmm.
do?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I haven't actually thought about that. If I had to live a day in somebody else's shoes, truly don't know what I would do. I feel like I would probably say like honestly, probably like maybe like Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates
Uh,
because they have a stupid amount of money.
mm-hmm.
And like I definitely am of the ideas of eat the rich.
Yeah.
Eat the rich. So, hey, become the rich for the day, completely give away all of their money. They'll make it back in another day. But like they're never going to do this because it's just like I don't know. Like they literally
Mm-hmm.
make so much money by breathing. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how I would be able to do this, but I think if I could do that, I wish I had time to like prepare. So I knew
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is where I'm gonna put all the money. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sell all of their stocks. I'm gonna do all of this stuff. I'm gonna
Yeah.
I don't know. But in more of like a fun way.
Just write it down and be like, all right, these are my evil plans,
These are my
quote
evil
unquote.
plans.
Like
I think
joking about it, and then one day it actually happens. You're like, oh, I prepared.
you're like, wait, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this. I got this.
Just
I
take
got
out your
this.
notebook and pen that you
I got a little
somehow still
sticky
have
note.
on you.
I have a sticky note in my pocket that's just been there for like 10 years.
Yeah.
It's just, like always there. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of like who I would want to be just for like funsies. Like who
Mhm.
who would be a fun. I feel I guess I honestly don't know. I really don't know. That's a tough question.
It's just like go into the shoes of some random and be like, all right, time to see if I can live this day
Right?
without knowing anything about what's going on, just for fun.
Just for funsies.
And then you accidentally ruin their life. It's like, oh god,
Oh, you're like,
this
oh
was a
shit.
bad idea. Like actually,
I mean,
maybe not.
this is a terrible idea.
Yeah.
It'd be like some have you seen Freaky Friday?
Oh yeah.
Like some Freaky Fridays type of deal.
Oh yeah. No.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe. Wait. What about go into the life of Mr. Beast?
Oh my gosh.
Just think of a challenge you could do and be like, all right, this is a challenge we're doing. It sounds like it'll be fun. You'll
Actually,
just
that
make
would be really cool.
Yeah, you'll just make
Yeah.
content for him.
That would be kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie, like who doesn't want to do this? But I think it'd
Yeah.
be so fun to be in like a Mr. Beast challenge. I don't know if I could hold up. Like Maybe I could, maybe I couldn't, but like he's crazy. Like
Yeah.
it's very impressive, and he's worked really hard to get where he is. Like
Mhm.
it's super impressive.
Yeah, but like he's rich, but he's like the good kind of rich because he's like constantly using it to like.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like not just using it for his challenges and to make fun content, but he's like also using it for like other things and good things, and it's like he's just putting in a little bit of everything. Like putting his
Right.
eggs in like tons of different baskets.
100%.
Mhm.
I think it'd be so fun. I want to get to a point where I can live comfortably
Mhm.
and then I can just give all the rest of my money away. Like to my friends, to charities, to random people. Just I think it'd be oh shoot.
Oh.
No. We mutually killed each other.
Oh.
I think it'd be
Gaster
fun.
killed me.
I don't know. I really like the idea. I just like making people's days better. That's all I ever want to do in life is to make somebody's day better. So I just want to get to a point where I can do that.
Yeah, no, that's a it's a tough goal to reach, but it's always a good one to have like in the back of your mind, and like if you reach
Hmm.
it, remember it, sort of thing.
Yes.
Mhm. So here's a fun one. What gives life meaning in your opinion?
Ah, I wanna say, hmm. I wanna. I would say what gives life meaning is I would say two things. I'd say two things. One of the thing I would say would be having fun with friends and enjoying life and finding, like the little things in life to have fun with
Mhm.
and to make new memories and just to enjoy time with friends and spending time with friends and hanging out and all that fun stuff. But
Mhm.
also like making other people's lives good and worth living and fun and like contributing positively to the world in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
I just think, I think just having a good time,
Yeah, just
honestly, just
overall.
makes it, it just makes it good. And I feel like contribute positively to the world is a good time in its own sense.
Mhm.
So it's like they're kind of one and the same. But I think just having fun, just hanging out, having fun, finding things in life that make you happy is what really it's all about.
Mhm. Yeah, just find your joy, find your happiness, and have fun, experience it.
Exactly.
All
Yeah,
that
live in the
jazz.
moment.
Mhm.
I feel so many people are focused on um, getting rich, making bank, which is to be fair, a lot of there's always the saying like happiness can't be bought, but it really can.
Yeah.
You can go on
Like it can
vacation.
definitely like happiness may not be able to be bought, but it definitely helps a lot.
Exactly. Like money doesn't make you happy automatically, but it can give you access to experiences that do have the potential of making you happy.
Mhm.
Like going on vacation, getting a game, getting a computer, etc., etc. But I definitely think so many people focus on just making money that
Mhm. No.
nobody focuses on actually having fun with it.
Mhm. Sorry about that random like
Oh,
no.
you're
I
good.
just someone tried to hit me out from under and I panicked.
No.
Oh, the
uh,
maze. Okay. Fun.
oh, this is the worst one.
Yeah.
I always talk about this one so much.
Oh, it's scary. Spooter is scary.
Scary, scary.
Very.
I have to
Ah! I
say though,
immediately went into a dead end. That's great.
no.
Oh, wait, I dodged the spider though. I didn't think that was
Nice.
possible. Okay. So, no, wait, no, another dead end. Oh, and
Somebody
okay.
finish it
Well, that's
fast. Oh my
fun.
gosh.
I, alright, okay. So, what is the definition of perfection?
mm.
And is it
Boring.
achievable?
I think perfection is boring. I
Ah.
think perfection is overrated. I think it is something. I don't think we should be striving towards perfection. I don't think perfection is where it's at because it doesn't exist. It doesn't
Hmm.
exist. And if you're always wanting to hit perfection, you're never going to hit it. It's just something that won't happen. And you're going to be unfulfilled and unsatisfied, and you're just not going to be having a good time. I do understand that it's like, oh, yes, there's a lot of other people would define it differently, and I totally understand that, but I think perfection is something different for everybody. So maybe my definition of perfection would be different from your definition of perfection, and by that, there's really no true
Mm-hmm.
thing as being perfect. I feel like I'm not making any sense, but
No, you are. Yeah.
it's just like I don't think we should strive towards it because also like once you're perfect, like
Like, what
let's
do you
say
happen?
theoretically, exactly.
Like.
I love change. I love change. I love improving. I love just all the crazy things life kind of has going for it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you hit perfection, you've done it.
Yeah.
You're done. Like there's nothing else.
Yeah, it's like, what do you do
You
after
can't
that?
exactly.
Oh.
You can't change because there's nothing to change for. You don't you're already perfect. So like what's the
Mm-hmm.
point of changing? Like it's pointless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I think perfection is overrated and
Yeah.
not something we should be striving for because if you hit it, it's you're bored. It's boring. Perfection is boring. I
Mm-hmm.
think we should just be striving to improve,
Yeah. But
Just
isn't
and that
striving
was
to
the point.
improve trying kind of like striving for perfection?
I see what you mean, but I don't think when I improve, I don't think of it as like trying to be perfect. I just think of it as trying to be like nicer. You know what I
Ah,
mean?
like
Like
better.
yeah, just like better, just like a nicer person, better person. But see, like maybe nice isn't perfect. Like what is perfect? What
Mm-hmm.
is perfection? There's no really such thing. I feel like so it's like how can you
Yeah.
strive for perfection if you don't even know what it is?
Yeah, because
You
it's
gotta have
kind of
your own
like the.
definition of it.
Yeah, there's a literal definition which is like lacking in flaws or something like that. Like completely lacking in flaws.
Yeah, but I think flaws make people interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Flaws make people fun. Flaws are kind of like what build your characteristics
Mm-hmm.
in a
Flaws
way.
build character.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So there's like, but like along with that, there's the literal definition of perfection. Then there's also like the like definition of perfection that you take from like just experience or life or so on. And
Oh, for
that
sure.
is what makes things more complicated because then it can just kind of be like, oh, it's someone who has become the best version of themselves, or oh, it is
Hmm.
someone who's like gotten to their rhythm and doesn't feel the need to change anymore. And like, oh, those are also a
Yeah,
little bit boring. You kind of,
for
but at the
sure.
same time, it's kind of like it's like it takes some time to think about it.
It's yes,
Mhm.
100%. Like, and I'm always like, I don't know everything in the world. Nobody
Mhm.
does. And so somebody is going to have a different experience than me, and I'm going to be wrong. And
Mhm.
that's okay because I'm going to learn and I'm going to grow and I'm going to change from that. But
Concentrating, or did you die? Oh, hello.
for people, but
Oh,
also
you
if
you
that
cut
never
out for a
happened,
sec there.
like, oh, I did?
Yeah, you disconnected.
Oh, what the heck? Wait, you can still hear me?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, my connection got lost.
Oh.
I was kicked.
Oh no.
Maybe I wasn't kicked, but wow, my internet
Okay.
must have like glitched for a moment.
Fun. Technical difficulties.
We're fine. This is fine. See, I'm scuffing up your stream.
It makes things
it,
fun.
It's the curse.
It's the curse.
The calf curse.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Just let me know when you're able to get back into Hypixel.
I'm in the lobby again.
Okay. I'll set a party. Not with all caps.
That cracks me up. I can't. That's funny.
Oh, you're already in the party. Okay, cool.
Oh, I am?
Oh,
cool.
That works out.
Perfect.
Reset. Okay. Fun.
It's the cast curse.
It
follows me everywhere. It follows me everywhere.
Yeah, but as it was said earlier, a little bit of scuff adds a little bit of laugh. A little bit of
fun. If this was a perfect stream, would we be having as much fun?
No.
No.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true.
Yeah.
The fish of knockback. Ooh.
Oh, I'm so bad at this one.
I have never played this one. Oh no. Wait, what if you just stay off of it until
you get your score up by staying on it.
Oh, okay. No. I thought the way it makes it sound is like, oh, you have to be on it by this time. And it's like, oh.
Nah, it's just how you have to have the most time spent on it.
All right. I will prevail. Probably not, actually.
I got this,
I'm looking at this. I'm not doing so good.
I believe.
I'm
so bad at Minecraft. I'm so bad at so many games. I like playing games where I don't have to have skill.
It's honestly the same. Oh, I just noticed your skin. Why is you crying?
Everybody's always like, "What's your skin?" I'm like, honestly, cursed.
Oh.
It's so I think it's fun. I love the crying. I don't know why. It cracks me up.
Crying is good for the soul.
It's good for the soul. It's therapy. We need to cry. You know, sometimes you just gotta watch a good crying movie because you need to cry for a second.
Or like one of those like the worst. Okay, so you know those I don't know what they are, but they're like these what's it called? Insurance commercials, and they're like the really sad ones, and then it's like, oh, and it's an entire story, and it's like in the end it's like, this is why I go to this academy to do this, because this long and very, very sad story. Do you know what I'm talking about with the dog? They always involve the dog. Yes. And it's so sad.
Bruh, I just wanted to eat my chicken nuggies and watch some cartoons. Why you gotta throw them in the fields?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I totally get that. Those hit hard. Those definitely, and I cry easy. I've watched so many movies that I just am actually sobbing at. It's very easy for me to cry at movies. That those commercials definitely will hit hard sometimes. Especially if you're you can be in a mood where it's so much easier to start crying at things.
Yeah. Just one of those emotional moments, and it's kind of just
Exactly. You're I wasn't ready for this. I'm just sitting here with my pint of ice cream. Let me enjoy this cartoon or whatever.
And it's just and then this commercial or ad, whatever it is, just comes across with the dog, and it's no!
And you're no, please, no!
I don't want the dog getting hurt anymore, please.
It always has that song, In the Arms of an Angel, or whatever,
playing. And it's oh, God. Yeah, and whenever that happens, I just mute it. You just gotta mute it.
I gotta walk away.
Yeah. Just okay, just go to the bathroom, mute it, whatever, just get me away from this dog commercial. It's oh.
Did you ever, because, when I was a kid and we were watching a show, we all had to pee, but you can't pause the TV. You can do that now with, Netflix and stuff, but,
yeah, but,
you couldn't pause. So it's, a commercial, and everyone
just rush!
To the bathroom, and you're gotta get back! Before it starts again, and, mom's on a TV, she's it's on! And you're ah! That
just
was
the panic.
So fun. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, what a time.
Yeah. Oh man, cause like, and it'll just be like a new episode, and like, oh, you can't record it for some reason, so
Yeah.
you're like, I can't miss it, I can't miss it,
Can't
and
miss
then
it.
the commercial comes on,
Exactly.
and you're like, I needed to go to the bathroom. It turns out it's one of those shorter
Oh
commercials,
my
and
god,
it's like,
right? It's only like
ah,
30 You're
oh,
like, turn it up so I can listen to it from the bathroom. Like,
uh,
I can't miss this.
uh,
That always cracks me up so much.
yeah. But at the same
What
time, it's
times?
like just listening to it isn't the same as actually being able to see
It
it.
really wasn't. And like in all honesty, you're probably only missing like a minute of it,
Oh
but my
yeah.
god, that was you're like, I've missed everything. This is absolutely ruined.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it still feels bad for like some psychological
It
reason.
does.
Well, oh,
Oh no.
I faltered. I died. It's fine.
It happens. We good.
Yeah. All right. So, no more TV and deep stuff talk. I don't know how the deep stuff went to old TV, but
It just
it
kept
just did. It wandered.
it did.
The best kind of conversations are the ones that wander, though.
Oh,
Uh,
absolutely.
yeah. So. Back to the streaming, gaming, all that fun stuff. What part of streaming do you actually feel like you enjoy the most?
I think my favorite part of streaming is the people I meet, the community members, the just the fun times. I just really enjoy getting to know people. I love getting to know my chat. Like my chat is so cool and like they truly are some of the coolest people. Um I don't know. I think getting to know people is the best part of streaming
Oh
and
yeah, for
it's just
sure.
so fun. I don't know. I am such it's so ironic. I am such a like socially anxious introvert,
Mm-hmm.
but my god, I love learning about people.
Yeah,
People are cool as heck.
I
And like
know.
everybody has such interesting fun stories. Like I just want to
Mm-hmm.
hear about everybody's stories. And so I love hearing about people's stories. I've met so many fun people through streaming and in my Discord and all that fun stuff. Um, and
Oh yeah,
I think that's
totally.
my favorite part,
Mm-hmm.
honestly. Yeah.
Wait, have you ever had that like realization while you're like out walking or just seeing people that you're like, oh my gosh, each of these people have like their own individual
Their own
lives and
lives, right?
stories. Oh god. And it's such a big
Yes,
thing, but at the same time it's like, jeez, it's just so much.
it is. It really is.
Mhm.
I like thinking about too. Like you always have stories. You're like this one person this one time did this craziest thing, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm always like, I wonder what stories are being told about me that like
Oh
I
yeah.
don't like I'm not a person, I'm not a face. I was just like, God, this like girl in the grocery store was being really weird.
Yeah.
Like I'm so curious, like what stories am I a part of without me realizing? Because
Yeah, or like
I definitely have stories of like people being like absolutely weird and like
mhm.
funky, and it's like I know I've also been weird, so it's like I
Yeah.
gotta know.
Yeah, and there's also like that one time we were talking about like clothes or something. You're like, oh yeah, I remember this one person wearing this thing. It was super like cool
Right?
or weird
Yeah.
or whatever. And it's kind of like, oh god, like how many
Right?
times have I been like talked
I
about
wanna know.
just
I'm
by
so
random
curious.
people or just like by my own friends? It's just like, oh
Right?
jeez.
That's what I'm interested about too. Like, yeah, everybody has their own unique lives, and that's so crazy to think about. But it's also like, I'm so wondering. Like, maybe I fell out of a tree one day, and somebody saw it. And they're like, "Oh my God, Mom, you'd never guess what I saw. This person fell out of a tree," and it's like, "Oh no, now I'm that story."
Yeah, like you're part of like that one story of that like person
Mhm.
doing something weird. It's just like,
Exactly.
well, guess I'm forever ingrained as that one person that did that one weird thing that one time.
I want to know how many pictures I'm in that I'm like photobombing on accident.
Yeah.
How many picture frames that am I accidentally in people's homes where it's just like in a crowd and I'm in the background or something.
Mhm. Like a family photo, and then you're just in the bathroom
Background
background eating
in the
like
bathroom.
ice cream or something.
Oh,
Oh yeah, just minding your own business, and it's like, nope, you're in this picture forever. It's like, okay.
Like, cool, great.
Oh yeah. So, what are some of your hobbies outside of streaming?
Um, I do a lot of stuff. I do a lot of stuff. I would say so. I embroider. I do a little
Ooh,
knitting. Yeah, they sound so like grandmotherly, but they're actually really fun.
yeah,
One of my favorite things that I haven't been able to do since COVID, because you can't interact with people,
yeah.
is I actually swing dance.
Oh,
I used to spend like 10 plus hours a week swing dancing, and I don't anymore
oh, oh.
because yeah, oops.
just,
Well, I'm out.
oh, well.
Oh, but I used to swing dance a lot, and then like you can't like dance with people anymore, so haven't done that in like a year. But that used to be I used to competitively swing dance a little bit too.
Whoa.
Like that was a huge part of my life. And I think when COVID hit and I couldn't do that anymore, I was like, well, what the heck do I do now?
Oh yeah.
Like, what do I, and that's when I got into like embroidering and like just weird random stuff because it's like I didn't know what else to do.
Oh yeah.
And I spent all my free time dancing that now I'm like, what?
Oh man, yeah. Oh, but like, there's always that wait. So what if you could combine your skills? What if you
Mhm.
like knit make your own like little like person and then swing dance with them out of just like
What
string
a
and cotton?
what
Cause
a time that
yeah,
would
what a
be.
time! Just
My
COVID
God.
COVID quarantine drives you crazy, and you just
Quarantine. Just
you're just like,
quarantine
all right.
quarantining. Oh
uh,
my God.
like I wanna swing dance, and I know I can't swing dance with people, so
But I'll knit
I'll make
myself a
one.
person.
I'll
My
knit
God.
myself one. Oh man, yeah. But
What a
have you?
time that would be.
Yeah, have you ever considered like knitting or like embroidering or any of that stuff on stream though? Like or like if you
Oh,
could, do you think
so
you would?
so I feel like with my job I wouldn't because I don't have any time, so I like try to
Mhm.
make the best of it. But I actually follow this girl and she crochets on stream and she's like the sweetest person. Her name
Oh.
is Jack or Jaquita, I think she is on Twitch.
Mhm.
And Jack, my God, she is such a sweetheart. I love her, love her. She's amazing. And
Uh.
she crochets on stream all the time. I'm like, oh, I didn't know
Oh.
like I could do this almost. Like I'm like, I guess like not that I was like I'm like, I guess you could do anything really, but
Yeah.
like I still wasn't like I didn't expect it to be something I actually could still do and I recently have been thinking about that being a possibility, but
Yeah, like just go ahead like during a more chill stream day, just like
yeah.
crochet on stream or knit or like
I
embroider.
I might try it one day. I don't know. I like in my mind I'm like I should make a separate account because it's not my usual content, but I'm like, no, because people come because they like you and not always the game. You know what I mean? But when I stop working, um, I'll do like a morning like chill knitting stream or something. I
Mhm.
don't know. I think it would be really cool because it would give me a reason to kind of do something I love and
Mhm.
also be able to like talk and like talk to people a lot more.
Yeah, and just chill.
And chill out and relax and yeah.
Why am I stuck? Okay.
Oh, dead end. No, no.
Ah.
Oh heck. Bad. Oh no. I hate the maze. Oh god. Oh no.
Oh no. Okay, wait. I don't even know where the end of the maze is supposed to be.
I'm following your spider.
Oh. I
I'm
don't feel
pretty
like that's
sure.
the best idea, but okay. Ah, dead end. No. I think I just saw your
There we go. There we go.
spider.
There we go.
Oh wait, what?
I
No!
saw I saw your
No!
red through the bushes. I was like, I think this is their spider.
Oh no. Okay, that's nice though. Nice. Okay. Fun. So, if you couldn't like make content in the way you do, like doing streams and stuff, what medium do you think you'd use to like make stuff?
Oh gosh. I don't know. I don't know how to edit, so I definitely wouldn't say YouTube, but I do want to learn how to edit. So maybe eventually YouTube. Probably like TikTok, honestly. Um, but I never thought of when I first became a streamer and a content creator, I never expected it to go the way it did. And I didn't use it particularly to become a CC. My intentions weren't to be a CC. My intentions were to. I started streaming because I wanted to get rid of my social anxiety and like kind of like help myself face my fears. And it definitely has helped. And so now that I'm like, oh, this is more than getting rid of my social anxiety. This is actually like something I can pursue. Like I never would have thought of ever being a content creator. And now I'm like, oh, I actually have to think about that because this is something that I'm growing with and I could actually become and I am becoming like it's so crazy to think about.
Oh yeah, I bet. I'm sure it is. Cause
so
like
eventually I want to do YouTube, but now,
yeah. For
Twitch
now,
is
it's
fine.
kind of just chilling on Twitch and streaming, whatnot.
Exactly.
I see you. I see you.
It's you.
Ah!
Your body. Ah! There's too much happening.
Ah!
I'm not good.
Run away! Oh, you. Oh no!
I died.
But you're back.
I'm back with vengeance.
It's like, were you killed? Sadly, yes, but I lived. So, how do you divide your attention between chat and like gameplay? Oh,
Terribly.
terribly.
Very terribly. I focus on chat like way too much for my own good. I want to say there's so many times when I'll be like playing a game and I just have to like stop and I'm like reading chat and I'm like I gotta get back into the game. I gotta keep playing the game. But I like to talk with my hands a lot, so sometimes I'm talking to chat and I'll just full on like let go of the keyboard.
And you'll just yeah.
Yeah, chat with chat, and I'm like, I should really get back to the game.
Yeah, trust me, I get that because I make like hand motions and like faces, and I'm like, oh right, no one can see me do this.
Right?
Like, because I don't have a camera, I don't have like faceless streamer sort of thing, you know. And so like I'll just do that stuff and then look at like my little like webcam I have for school that is very pathetic. And then I'll just be like, oh wait.
Wait, no
right.
Do you do the like Jim from The Office kind of like stare into the camera?
Yeah. No, the thing is, when I do that, I will look away from the camera. I will just look to my direct right and go and just like stare into nothing. And then I'll kind of be like, okay, what? Like, why did I do that? Why do I? It's just kind of like,
why is this? Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of just like, whatever. Whatever makes my small brain get going and doing stuff. I'll endure it.
That's time. I when I first started, I did not have a camera. I used to be like a faceless streamer. But I would say it's more out of just like I wasn't planning on this becoming anything, so it's like, yeah, I'll be a faceless streamer and just talk, and then I'm like, oh, I just slowly I make a lot of stupid facial expressions, and I was like, I think this would be fun to like make stupid facial expressions
on
oh
stream.
my god, so many people, so much of my chat, my like Discord have clipped me making that like F-boy face. You know what? We have like 3 stickers of that in my freaking Discord. It's so funny.
Oh yeah, I bet. Oh, I just fell out of the world. And I'm back. Yeah, but like just the F-boy expression by itself is just
It's priceless.
Yeah, it's definitely something.
It's something else. It is really something else.
I don't know where I'm going. What the heck happened? Why am I alone in the universe? What? No, like, actually, I can't see anything. This is concerning.
What?
Yeah, well, I'm in the course, but there's no one around.
There's nobody?
But I'm still on the
Are you
chicken,
going
so
the
I
right
don't
way?
think I'm dead. I
Are you
might
going
not
the right way?
be. Okay, yeah, no, I definitely was not. That was weird. Oh god.
You gotta turn around like in Mario and they're like putting me.
Yeah, but they did
Reverse
put the U-turn sign.
Give me
The
the
U-turn
U-turn
sign.
sign.
Apparently that was so much more useful than I thought it was.
I never thought I really needed that. I was like,
Yeah.
yes, I know I'm going the wrong way. I'm like, yes, I do know I'm going the wrong way. But now it's like, wait, hold on,
Wait.
actually. Can I have that sign back, please?
Yeah.
Pretty please?
Yeah, please.
Help me out?
Yeah, just a little. Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not where I'm supposed to be. No. uh, so, do you view streaming as a job you're lucky to have, or more of like a hobby you enjoy and sometimes makes you money?
I would say both.
Really?
Yeah, it's definitely something I enjoy, but it's also I feel very fortunate to make to make money off. I don't make a ton, but I do make some,
Mm-hmm.
and I've had some very like gracious donators and stuff like that, and I just oops
Oh.
I feel very lucky. I
Mm-hmm.
started it as a hobby, and in my mind it still is a hobby because I can't really like support myself with it. So it's to me it's not a full-time thing yet. It's not a job.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it does become a job, it definitely I will be like it's a job I'm lucky to have. But
Yeah.
because it's not a job yet, uh it definitely is more of like a hobby I enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's nice. And like there's a job and then there's a hobby you make money off of. Cause a job, like hobbies can turn into jobs, and that's like the worst thing ever. Cause then it feels more like something you're a bit more like you kind of have to do it, and it can be a little bit more grating. And then if you just stick to it as a hobby that you can sometimes make money off of, there's like no like worry about deadlines. You kind of just are able to chill, make it whenever you want. If you make money off of it, you make money off of it.
Good way to think about it. I never thought about it that way. I like that way of thinking. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. And it took me a while to come to that conclusion, but you know, I got a lot of hobbies and a lot of things I'd be okay with. And hobbies I'd only be okay with turning into jobs, and it's kind of
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, it's always nice to it's like if you make your hobby your job, you won't work a day in your life, but it's like you can't turn the hobby into a job unless you're
Right.
okay with working a little though, cuz like I'm gonna be honest, I don't believe in that saying entirely, because, like, parts of it, it's like, okay, yeah, in itself, it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, it's kind of like...
Yeah. And definitely, like, this is a hobby, but I've put in, like, a ton of work into it, like, a ridiculous amount, I feel like, and I still feel like I'm not doing enough.
Ooh.
And because it's not a job, I guess I can justify, like, taking days off.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely, like, if this ever does become a job, I'd be willing to work. Working sucks, regardless of what you're working for.
But you'd be willing to work
for
it.
Because it's worth it. The end result is definitely more worth it than any other job I've ever had.
Totally. Yeah, I gotta say, I feel the same way about a lot of stuff I do, but at the same time, I always worry, what if, like, making it into a job, working too hard, makes me dislike it, so I'm kind of...
Exactly.
It's kind of an anxious
100%.
decision to make. Oh! But you gotta make it.
I think, especially streaming, a lot of people say this, but the majority of your work is done off-stream. Like, streaming is fun, but the stream itself is not the job. The stream is the fun part. The job is the working. The promoting, the getting your stream set up, all the, like, actually putting in the work and the effort to make it a good time.
Yeah,
that's
and, like,
the job part.
networking, all that stuff.
Yeah. And that is, I guess, like a job in itself, and you're working for it. But I have an easier time sitting down and doing that than I do having my real job because it's like, okay, yeah, this is boring, but it's worth it. It pays off because my stream is more fun or stuff like that. I find it much more worth it.
Yeah, definitely, because, like, just the grind is worth it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so, does streaming ever end up interfering with your daily, like, activities or, like, your job?
Oh my god. I feel so bad because I feel like I don't talk to a lot of my like IRL friends as much because of streaming. Like it's just taken over a lot of my free time that I don't get to spend my free time with like my IRL friends. It doesn't affect my work because it's easy to clock on and off the clock, but it has affected like my social life and my like things I would normally do. I guess. Which I wouldn't say, I guess, I was gonna say not in a bad way, but I guess yes in a bad way, but it's been worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't get to hang out with my friends as much. I don't get to, like, see them as much. You know, I don't talk to them as much as I used to. All that stuff.
Yeah, but you give some, you get some.
But they're still good friends.
Oh, yeah, no, that's good. That's always good.
They're still good friends. It's not like I've lost them all. No, they're still really great friends, and I do hang out with them. It's just not as often as I wish I could. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just that sort of give and take sort of thing. Yeah, so we're essentially at the end of the interview. And so at the end of the interview, I have this last little activity. It lasts about 5 minutes, and basically what I do is go through literally just exactly 20 questions. I go through 20 questions within the span of 5 minutes, and you can't let me like sidetrack you.
Okay.
And by the way,
kind of like speed round.
Yeah, I call it the speed run, because haha, funny Minecraft.
Funny Minecraft, yes.
Yeah, but don't feel pressure to get through. It's kind of just a for fun thing, and also no one has beat it yet, so.
Oh, no one's beat it yet? Wait, I'm taking this as a challenge.
Oh, okay,
no
let's
one's
see.
Beat this yet?
Yeah.
So when you start the timer, so I have my own timer. Challenge.
All right. Okay, now should I be anxious? Oh.
I feel like I should be anxious. You're the one asking me the questions. I feel like I need to be worried here.
All right. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. Favorite animal?
I don't know. Penguin.
Why penguin, though? Like, there's so many cool animals. They can't even fly!
That's the first one that came to my mind!
Is it really your favorite animal, then?
No, it's not!
What's your favorite
animal, then? Birds. I love birds.
Just birds really in general? Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Next question.
Okay. Do you eat soup with a spoon or a fork?
A spoon! What crazy people eat soup with a fork?
But what about the bits? The bits in the soup that you need to stab? Fine.
Next question.
Fine. Would you eat pasta with a spoon or a fork?
Fork.
Okay. That one's understandable. I've met some people who eat it with a spoon and I kind of go like, what? But okay. Coffee or tea?
Tea. I hate coffee.
What flavor? What kind of
herbal tea. I like herbal teas.
Iced or hot?
I hate coffee. Coffee's so bitter. Oh wait, iced or hot?
I was about iced or hot. Oh, hot. Tea. Okay. Just like wait, when did we switch to coffee? Okay. What is your favorite type of donut?
I like apple strudels a lot.
Apple strudels.
It's not really donuts, but they're good. Apple fritters.
Okay. I still don't know entirely what those are, but okay.
They're really good.
What meme is the best meme? Your favorite meme?
Frick. I like all the D's nuts jokes lately. Those are the best.
Yeah, no, those are good ones. Okay. Oh.
Those are good ones.
No! No!
No!
Ah! No! Ah! Okay. No! Ah! Okay. If you could do anything, what would you do?
Be a professional Twitch streamer.
Okay. That one I can't say much about because I understand that one. What flavor milk is best?
Non-dairy. I don't drink
non-dairy?
I'm vegan.
but what about chocolate milk or strawberry milk?
Okay, chocolate milk. There's a dark chocolate almond milk that's literally heaven.
Oh, is it like silk almond milk? Like silk
Yes!
almond? Yeah,
Silk almond dark chocolate.
Yeah,
So good.
normal almond milk doesn't taste good, but the silk almond milk, the chocolate
Yes!
almond milk is good. Okay.
So good.
Milk
next
before or
question.
after cereal?
After.
Okay.
Anybody
Okay.
that does it before is insane.
Okay, just making sure for a second for some
Making
reason.
sure.
Yeah, just making sure. Why's favorite animal here again? Okay, just specify what bird is your favorite.
I like magpies.
Oh, magpies. Okay, that's a cute one.
They mate for life, so I always look for their partners when I'm out and I see them, and I think it's really cute.
Aw. No, that's a sweet one.
Next question.
Okay. Coolest type of magic.
The magic that's real.
What? What do you mean? Like,
What do you mean coolest type of magic? What?
I don't know, like fire manipulation, time stuff, shadow magic, shadow.
Any Harry Potter magic.
Oh.
That stuff's cool.
All right, no, that's a good one.
All the magic.
What is your favorite smell?
Rain.
Rain. Okay, no, I can't done that one. That's a really nice one. What is your favorite food?
Oh no. Everything.
No, you have to choose. You can't.
No, food is so good. I like so many things. There's this Indian dish called pakora that right now that's off the top of my head. That's one of my favorites.
I've never heard of that, but I'm sure it's delicious.
So good. It's so good.
What is the most embarrassing moment you've ever had?
When I was a kid, I peed myself in my preschool class or my kindergarten class.
Oh
and
no!
I was too nervous. To say anything to the teacher, so I just left it there.
Oh
and the teacher comes back,
no!
and she's like, "What is this puddle?" And it's a puddle of pee because I peed myself.
Oh no! Because like if you said preschool, I'd be like, okay, that's understandable. But kindergarten, that's when you're supposed to be getting out of it. It's like, oh god.
It's a long story.
Oh, okay. What's the weirdest dream you've ever had?
There's an ant the size of like a football, and it stung my foot.
That is weird. What? Who is your biggest celebrity crush?
Harry Styles.
Okay.
Oh, there's so many ladies. Every lady ever.
Not understandable. All right.
Elliot Page.
No, that's a good one. But time is up. You got 16 out of 20, which I think is like. No, that's one of the best though. You did really good.
Dang it!
I think that's like first or second place material. So
Okay.
great job.
As long as I'm up there.
Yeah, I'll put you on the leaderboard.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so that's the interview. I hope you enjoyed.
I did. I had a lot of fun. I had a really fun time.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear that. I did too.
Good.
Yeah, so thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you to everyone who also tuned in. Hope you all have a wonderful day, night, evening, and so on. And see ya. Bye.
Bye.